So good evening. I'll wait for a couple of more minutes and then we'll start our session. So today's session is on the pharmacovigilance and use of artificial intelligence, in particularly pharmacovigilance. How artificial intelligence can be used, particularly in pharmacovigilance. We'll look into this aspects. So I'll give one more minute of time so that everyone can join and we can start our session. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, we'll start with our topic. So basically, we are discussing about the first word, which is called as artificial intelligence and pharmacovigilance. How artificial intelligence can give an impact in pharmacovigilance. What are the different areas where uh, artificial intelligence can make an impact in pharmacovigilance? So basically, what is the importance of pharmacovigilance? It's early detection and early prevention of or early detection and early prevention of adverse events or drug-related risks. Now, AI in pharmacovigilance has transforming the way drug safety was historically done. So now in future, we might see that early detection and reporting systems can do it instead of manual works. That's what AI has been done. So AI has been leveraging a lot of new things which enhanced so much of things called as efficiency has been increased, accuracy has been increased, the scope of pharmacovigilance processes has been increased, the ICSR automations have came into picture, the faster detections and also prevention of adverse event has happened, and also improving the patient safety has been done. So the AI in pharmacovigilance has taken place into multiple areas where AI has been implemented into pharmacovigilance. The first place where AI was being used is automated adverse event detection. Now, the biggest problem why pharmacovigilance also came into picture is because the earlier detection was not there, and we were not able to detect the proper adverse events, which has caused into the society or in the patients. The second one is the early signal detections and also risk identifications. So before it happens into reality, how can you manage or how can you detect the signals and also early detection of risks? How can we do it? The third one is case processing automations. Earlier, we used to do a case processing or the classification of cases, triages, and all those things manually. But how can AI can become automations? How we can do the case processing, which is ICSR case processing automations, also can be done by your AI systems. The fourth one is regulatory time points or regulatory submissions or regulatory reporting timelines and compliance of submissions. Either it is timelines or reporting in a particular formats. AI has done so much of work in which the regulatory reporting and compliance has been taken care by the systems. Then manually we go and check what is the timeline for reporting, what is the format of reporting, and all those aspects. We don't need to worry while the AI system has enhanced the regulatory reporting timelines and also compliance. The next one, predictive analytics. The historic data, using of historic data, how we can predict the futuristic aspects of adverse events is something which AI is being used in pharmacovigilance, which is predictive analysis or analytics. Now, enhanced literature monitoring. Most of cases, sometimes the cases might not be spontaneous case or might not be from clinical trial cases, might be from literature cases. Now, how AI tool has used to uh, review or to monitor or to check the literatures to get the adverse events into the systems is something AI has been used for literature monitoring. And last one is AI used in post-marketing surveillance. So this many areas the AI system was being used from starting as automated adverse event detections to signal management or signal detection and risk identification, the case processing automations, and also the predictive analytics, and also medical literature monitoring, and also AI in post-marketing surveillance. So step by step, we'll understand how AI has been impacted in pharmacovigilance. The first step, the first use or first application of AI in pharmacovigilance was automated adverse event detection. Now, earlier adverse events were being reported either in paper format or in mail format, or they used to call or something like that. But now the adverse event reporting system has got changed so much. Unstructured data is coming so much, and social media postings or medical records, EHR or EMRs are being coming into picture for reporting the adverse event. So now we can use algorithms, we can create algorithms or NLPs where it can go and scan all the systems, including the social medias where patient is reporting, or including to EHR and EMR records, or it can go and search in the literature, medical literatures, and detect or potentially flag the adverse event, which has not been directly reported. So we can develop algorithms, we can develop a program where AI system go and scan the whole digital media or social media postings, and also the EHR or EMR records, and also the literature reports to get the adverse events. So which reduces the amount of time which is being spent to manually go and verify or review the social media post or the literatures or the medical records. So this is the first point, which is automated adverse event detection, wherein NLP programming or the analogs or the algorithms can use to extract the meaningful informations, including the adverse event reporting. The next biggest one is the signal detection and risk identification. So signal is the something which is not previously identified and which might be coming from one case also. So there might be ML cases or ML models. We can develop machine learning models which can analyze the large amount of pharmacovigilance databases. So it can identify or it can detect or it can see the patterns of the adverse events. It goes and analyzes the large databases systems. Then in traditional methods, you go and manually review the larger amount of databases. Now we can have machine learning algorithms or models which can analyze the large pharmacovigilance databases to understand the patterns or signals. Tools like data mining. So data mining is the one which you go and search into data where it can improve the signal detection. So you can identify by using machine learnings, you can identify by using data minings, you can identify a signal wherein the complex relationship between the drug and adverse event, because you cannot say that, okay, the adverse event which you have got is related or not related. So there are various databases, including the regulatory databases, which is FDA or EMEA or UDRA vigilance databases are there, wherein we can do the data mining into the system and we can improve the signal detections by making sure that the drug and adverse event relationship you are correlating with the machine learning programming. So that is signal detection and risk management. The third point, which is case processing automation. Most of people work in ICSR case processing, wherein the manual work is more during the intake of cases or triage or data entry or QC review or you can say medical review and reporting. So AI can automate the case triage. So AI directly can take the case and also triage the case, and also they can do data entry by classifying the case based on the severity or urgency or seriousness or unexpectedness or relatedness. So human errors might reduce, human intervention might reduce, and increase of case handling efficiency will increase in human being, because the automated systems can do the ICSR case processing or ICSR case intake and triage, wherein the other activities can be done by the pharmacovigilance scientists. So now robotic process automations, which is RPA, we call it as RPA, which is ICSR case processing automations. In pharmacovigilance is streamlining the intake. So intake and submission process for ICSR, individual case safety reports, can be done by RPA methods, and freeing up the other pharmacovigilance professional works wherein they can work on the other higher level of analysis or looking at the trends or looking at the data, where data speaks so much about the risks, or it speaks about more signals or prevention of adverse events. So which is ICSR case processing automation. Also you do it with your AI system. The next biggest one, most of pharmacovigilance teams, we fail at regulatory reporting timelines or compliance. So regulatory compliance and the reporting timelines, this is a more challenging because we tend to forget the cases, and there are so many cases which are coming in and we might miss the timelines or we might miss the formats. AI will give adhere or AI system will give alarms, or AI systems will give the ad hoc systems saying that, okay, this report has to be submitted, or this report is submitted in this way, can you update this report in timelines, or all those things. We can comply with the timelines, and also the format of reporting also can be done it. So AI driven systems ensures the timely and accurate reporting of adverse events to the regulatory body. So time and accuracy for the regulatory reporting, maintaining the compliance with FDA or EMEA or CDSU or UDRA vigilance. So integrating of AI and pharmacovigilance teams can do it in enhanced quality and consistency across all regulatory authorities, or minimizing the delays to regulatory submissions. So you don't delay the regulatory submissions, or you don't wait for the time to submit the data. So this is about your how AI can be used in a proper way of regulatory compliance or regulatory reporting. The next biggest one is predictive analytics. So which is more important. So AI enables the use of predictive models. So there is models which comes into picture wherein it can forecast the potential ADRs. It can forecast that, okay, this might happen in this adverse event based on the historic data wherein it has been collected previously, which helps the companies and regulatory authorities to see the risk before it occurs. So AI is enabling the healthcare analytics or predictive analytics based on the existing data, historic data, and this is helping the companies and regulatory authorities to minimize the risk, and it can identify the risk before it occurs. So this is something which is the use of predictive analytics. The biggest one, the medical literature monitoring. So which is enhanced literature monitoring. Some of the cases are being searched from the literatures, and you have to use AI systems to go and search in the medical literature rather than manually searching in the medical literature or literature monitoring. So AI tools are being used in automation of the literature monitoring by overall scanning of the published research article, which is overall accepted by worldwide. Might be it is the worldwide accepted publishers where your drug has been put into an adverse event. The AI tool can go and search that particular case and bring up and saying that, okay, this is potential ADR which is reported in this particular article or in this particular journal. So this significantly reduces the time which is manual review for each paper, than it is automated system which AI can pull the medical literature reports and submit the reports, adverse events. So this tools helps to ensure there is no safety signal is being missed. So safety signal missed is big problem with already increasing volume of scientific publication, because so many publications came into picture and we have so much of problems that we might miss some of the signals which are being published in the literatures. The next point is AI in post-marketing surveillance. So AI is having a lot of ability to look into real-world data. The future is all about real-world data or PMS studies, wherein the bedside or the patient who is taking the drug in normal day in and day out way, how can you collect the adverse events, or how can you use pharmacovigilance? AI in PMS or AI in real world data, including post marketing surveillance, which includes EHR records or patient registries or EMR records, all these records, how can you use AI system to ensure ADIs are being correctly identified and addressed? So we will analyze, AI system will analyze the real world data, which can enhance the ongoing safety monitoring after the drug is being approved in the market. So AI can be used to identify the RWD data, analyze the RWD data, and then it gives more information about your adverse event submission. So in a nutshell, AI system can be used in automated adverse event detections and signal management and signal detection and risk identifications, case processing automation, which is ICSR case processing automations, regulatory reporting timelines and compliance, and then predictive analytics and enhanced literature monitoring, and also AI in PMS studies. Now, what are the challenges? So the biggest point is the challenges which comes into points. The first one is data piracy or privacy and security. So we have to comply with GDPR regulations, and also there are the regulatory authority regulations which we have to follow for the data piracy and security. That's the first point. The second point, regulatory compliance. So whatever AI systems or AI tools which you have developed, so it has to acceptable for the regulatory acceptance. The third one is ethical concerns. AI system, as it is a technology oriented, the use of AI decision making can raise concerns about transparency and also bias in the algorithms. So there are algorithms which you are writing, it might have some bias or also transparencies. Now, what is the future of the AI in pharmacovigilance? AI is definitely going to change the revolutionizing in pharmacovigilance by enhancing the detections and reporting and analysis of ADRs and improving overall safety of the drugs, and making sure that the immediate detections and immediate reporting and immediate risk management systems can be done. Overcoming the challenges definitely can be streamlined in pharmacovigilance process to reduce the burden on human resources or human activities or human works, or reduce the errors and improve the quality and efficiencies, and reduce the time and reduce the money used in the AI in pharmacovigilance. So basically, the conclusion is that AI is going to change the pharmacovigilance systems in terms of how we can detect the adverse event cases, how you can use predictive analytics, how we can use automations, and how we can use AI systems in medical literature monitorings, and how we can use for the reporting and submission of the cases as soon as possible. So now I'll hold it for a second, and then if any questions are there, I'll answer it, or else we have done so much of activities about AI in pharmacovigilance. If any questions are there, I'm open for any questions. So I'll give exactly 1 minute of time. If any questions are there, I'll answer it here, or else it's good topic to do. And please do join tomorrow's webinar on pharmacovigilance, global pharmacovigilance, and 6 o'clock. Clinosol is conducting a webinar on biosimilars and biologic drugs. So please do attend the biologics and biosimilar aspects also. So any questions anyone have? Okay. So no questions. Thank you so much for joining. Have a nice, wonderful weekend. We'll meet in one more webinar next week. Thank you.